Hi, my name is Tiffany. I'm a local agent in the Lehigh Valley area, and this video is for the newbies, the people who want to begin the home buying process and they want to know what happens, what should I be prepared for? So I'm just going to give you a quick review or a preview of the process from beginning to end. And in my example, everything's going to go through great. There's going to be no hiccups because I just want to relay to you so you have an idea of the process. It helps some people to kind of have an idea in your head about how it's going to, how the process, works. Okay. So you want to buy a home. Great. The first thing that you should do is reach out to a lender. Okay, you want to reach out to a lender and ask them, how much are you willing to give me to buy a home? Okay, they will ask you for your financial information, maybe like your W-2s, maybe some pay stubs, stuff like that, identification. They want to make sure you are who you say you are. Okay, the lender comes back and says to you, hey, Minnie Mouse, I'm willing to give you a loan. Okay, so now you got pre-approved. What's next? The next part is, you find an agent and you start house hunting. Okay, this is the fun part. You see some pictures online, you go and, you set up some showings and you get to go around to homes and find exactly the things that you do like and the things that you don't. Okay, now you found the one, so you work with your agent and you're going to present an offer. Okay, what's important to note about presenting an offer is once your offer is accepted, you will have to give a deposit within 5 days. And I say this because sometimes, and a lot of times, when there's a new home buyer, there may be some down payment assistance programs in play. Okay, and maybe you're getting a gift from a family member. Maybe you're going to do a withdrawal from your 401k to help with some of the closing costs. All of that is perfectly normal, but you do have to have some money available when you submit your offer. Okay, so that's important to note. Now your offer gets accepted. Hooray! What do you do next? Okay, after your offer is accepted, this is known as the contingency period. Okay, and contingency means that your offer is contingent upon some things lining up. Okay, and once those terms are met, then you're willing to move forward with the purchase. Hope that makes sense. Okay, because there is no return. You can't take this house back. So some of the contingencies is the biggest one usually is mortgage, So one of the things out of the gate you want to do is you want to reach out to your mortgage company and say, hey, I'm under contract. We need to begin this mortgage process. Okay. And that will put some balls into play for the mortgage company. Okay. Second thing you want to do is more than likely, especially if you're working with me, you're getting a home inspection and possibly some other inspections. So you're going to get on a phone and you're going to reach out to some inspectors and you're going to find out who can get it done for you within your price range and, within your schedule. Okay, so you're going to get your inspections set up. Okay, 3, you're going to work on getting an insurance quote. So you just want to make sure that the home is insurable. Okay, and kind of think about it like this. When you purchase a car, you don't, the price on the car is just that price. You still have to pay for tax, title, insurance. You still have to pay all of those things. Kind of works the same way with the house. You still have a few other boxes to check. Okay? So now you've done those things. That was your homework. Your agent has a little bit of homework to do too. 1, they're likely going to contact your mortgage lender to make sure that you did everything you needed to do and, to introduce themselves and to see if there's, any questions, because they're both vetted in getting you to the finish line. Okay. The second thing that they're going to do is they're going to reach out to a title company because they want to make sure that the property is free of liens. Okay. And the lien just means that the seller owes somebody money and they're not able to transfer that property to you, the buyer, until those monies are paid. Okay, and in some instances, it's a little bit of money, and in some instances, it could be a lot that could hinder the sale. So that's why it's important to make sure that the title is clean. Okay, so in our example, everything came back great, you know, and now we're moving on to the next step. So one of the things that your mortgage officer is going to do is they're going to order an appraisal, okay? This is your expense, as well as the inspections. Those are your expenses as well. I should have mentioned that. Okay, so the appraiser is going to come out because they want to check the value and the safety of the property. Okay, they work for the lender. So you're going to be basically paying for this person to come out and make sure that the home is worth what you offered and that it is safe for people to live in. Okay, so that's the appraisal. And that also varies depending on the type of mortgage that you are applying for. Okay, so appraisal came back great. You're ready to move on to the next step. Okay, the mortgage is going to continue. The mortgage officer is going to continue doing what it is they do to get the underwriting done so that, you know, the money is there for you when it comes for closing. So what they'll come back and do is they'll give you something called a clear to close. Okay, so once you get the clear to close, that just basically means on your settlement date, they are going to wire the money to the title company to pay the sellers. Okay, the last thing is called a walkthrough. So you and your agent are going to go back to the property because you're going to make sure that the sellers have kept it in the same condition or better. Make sure they didn't poke any holes in the walls, take down any doors, remove any lighting fixtures, anything crazy, okay? The home, everything should be in working condition when you do the walkthrough. The water should be able to run. You should be able to, you know, flush the toilets, washing machines, all of those things, okay? Everything should be in working condition, and the property should be broom swept. It doesn't have to be as clean as you like it, but it should be, you know, broom swept. It shouldn't be a bunch of stuff everywhere. Okay, so that's pretty much the process as I know it to be. The last step is settlement. Okay, you're going to go to settlement. You're going to bring whatever monies that are required in order for you to buy the home. You would have this information from the title company. They would let you know that ahead of time. And then you just bought a house. So that's pretty much the process from beginning to end with no hiccups in between. And I'll do some additional videos on hiccups that could kind of occur in the home buying process. But that's just a quick and dirty about buying a home. If you have any other questions, I would be happy to answer them. And thank you for watching.